SpaceX IPO. Three words that make finance bros, space nerds, and people with exactly $47 in their brokerage account all say. Finally, my retirement plan has arrived. For years, SpaceX has been private, exclusive, mysterious, like a nightclub, but instead of bottle service, they serve reusable rockets. And the rest of us were outside like, sir, I also believe in Mars. Does that count? But now, the legendary SpaceX IPO may finally be approaching, and Wall Street is reacting completely normally, which means screaming, refreshing spreadsheets, and pretending a 200-page filing is light weekend reading. So today we're asking the big question, should investors buy SpaceX? Or will this be one small step for rockets and one giant margin call for mankind? Welcome back. This is not financial advice. This is financial comedy wearing a helmet. First, what is SpaceX actually selling? Rockets, satellite internet, government contracts, lunar dreams, Mars dreams, and the emotional stability of every Tesla shareholder. The big money machine is Starlink, internet from space. Because apparently regular internet companies looked at rural areas and said, have you tried suffering? Starlink said, no worries, we'll put the router in orbit. And that's why investors are excited. SpaceX isn't just launching rockets, it's launching rockets that launch satellites, that sell internet, that fund more rockets. It's the financial circle of life, but with more explosions. And yes, sometimes the explosions are called rapid unscheduled disassembly, which is business language for the rocket became confetti. Now let's talk valuation. The reported valuation numbers are so large, they don't even look like money anymore. At some point, your calculator just says, good luck, bro, and opens LinkedIn. Analysts are trying to price a company that builds rockets, sells internet, and may one day help humans move to Mars, which raises the obvious question, what's the rent like on Mars? Probably expensive, no atmosphere, but somehow still a cleaning fee. The bull case is simple. SpaceX is a category-defining company. Reusable rockets changed the economics of space launches. Before SpaceX, rockets were mostly single-use, like fireworks, but billion-dollar fireworks. Now rockets can land themselves, which is amazing because I still can't park at the grocery store. So yes, the technology is impressive. Starlink also has a huge growth story. Internet access anywhere. Mountains, oceans, plains, remote villages, and possibly your uncle's conspiracy bunker. Finally, high-speed internet for people who comment wake up under weather reports. Then there are government and defense contracts. When governments need things in space, SpaceX is often on the short list. That can be a powerful business model. So the bullish investor says, rockets, satellites, internet, defense, Mars, monopoly vibes. Take my money before this thing reaches escape velocity. But hold on, because every rocket has gravity. The bear case is also pretty simple. Valuation. When a company is priced for perfection, even being amazing might not be enough. The market may already be adding extra toppings. Hype, FOMO, Elon Premium, Mars Premium, and a little sprinkle of I don't understand it, but my friend said moon. That is not a discounted cash flow model. That is astrology with a brokerage account. Also, IPOs can be wild. The first trading day might look like a rocket launch, a crash landing, or a squirrel on espresso. Retail investors may pile in, algorithms may pile in, funds may pile in, and suddenly the stock is moving like it saw a ghost. Another issue, public company life is different. Once you go public, every 3 months Wall Street asks, cool Mars thing, but how was gross margin? Imagine landing humans on another planet and an analyst asks about adjusted EBITDA. That's when humanity deserves the asteroid. SpaceX also has huge ambitions, which means huge spending. Rockets, satellites, launches, factories, R&D. This is not a lemonade stand, unless your lemonade stand has orbital infrastructure. Starship could be transformative. If it works at scale, it could lower launch costs dramatically and open new markets. But that's a big if, wearing a very expensive spacesuit. So what should normal people do? First, breathe. You do not have to buy something just because the internet is yelling. The internet also ate Tide Pods, so let's not make it chief investment officer. Second, understand what you're buying. SpaceX is not just rocket go up, stock go up. Sometimes rocket go up, stock go sideways, investor go cry. Third, position size matters. Even if you love the company, you don't need to put your entire net worth into it. Selling your furniture for IPO shares is not diversification. That is just minimalism with extra risk. A small allocation can let you participate without turning your financial plan into a SpaceX test flight. Because if it goes up, great. And if it drops, you still have rent, food, and dignity. Maybe not a lot of dignity. You are watching finance memes, but some. The SpaceX IPO could be one of the biggest market events of the decade. It combines technology, ambition, government contracts, internet infrastructure, and pure retail investor rocket fuel. But remember, great company does not always mean great stock at any price. So before you smash the buy button, ask yourself, am I investing or am I just emotionally attached to a rocket? Like, subscribe, and may your portfolio experience only scheduled disassembly.